What's up, crypto kids, blockchain profit seekers, my friends? How y'all doing today? Been out for a couple days. I had to go climb a big old giant mountain, get up above the tree line for a couple days, and see things from a different perspective, right? Look at all that crazy electricity in the you got in the city here up above the tree line. Yep, knocked out another 14er, added that to my list of accomplishments, and I just keep stacking them up. If you've ever taken on a big mountain like that, you know what a challenge it is, you know what fun it is, and you know how good it feels to get down. And man, the legs it's the best leg day that you can freaking go after, ain't it? So we're gonna hit a few platforms today and just talk about some of the things going on. We'll start here at Horde's tweets. However, today we will talk just slightly. Everything went up. Everything. Now, how does everything go up? How does everything, right? Money doesn't just come out of nowhere. Money doesn't disappear. When something goes down, something else usually goes up. Money comes from someplace. But we had not only just like, stocks, crypto, we had even bonds go up. So everything went up. What does that entail? What is that? Why? Why would that happen? The only possible reason is huge, giant sums of money came flooding into the market, right? All at once. Who could do that? Who has the power to do that? The Fed. Pal. They're buying the market. They got into the market. They started buying it all up, and things started moving positively. Is this a full Fed pivot? Are we going to see a wash of huge money come flooding in? Who knows? But what we do know is like this entire time where they were saying they were going to taper, we're going to taper. We're going to sell off some of this balance sheet, which they can't. You're not going to sell it for less than the going rate. And that's the only thing you could do. You couldn't possibly taper your balance sheet at this point. So they inflated everything. Money came flooding in. And like I said, we don't know if this is a full pivot, but it is definitely the Fed getting there and buying the markets and going all in. So we'll see what happens, but right now just go through some of these platforms, right? Horde has been fantastic. We had a killer AMA the other day, super positivity, everyone was freaking pumped about it. Look, even Stoned Pipe says created 5 more plots yesterday after hearing the AMA, and it was just solid. Horde has been nothing but solid for all of us. They got lots of stuff coming on. They got lots of revenue. They got money coming in. I mean, they're are the lifesavers, right? They're what every protocol we had hoped would be. Like Mead just tanked down into the toilet, never did anything, never innovated, never bothered. They sort of we're completely pegged to USDC or whatever. That's the only thing. But then you didn't do anything. You never bought any tokens. You never took the money and did stuff with it and created a way to make money and bring it back and pay people off, right? All you did was you got the coin, and that was most node protocols. Most node protocols didn't do anything. They got their coin, they sold us the emissions, they told us they were going to do something with the treasury. They probably bought some coins that went into the toilet, wasted their time getting some sort of Phantom or AVAX validator node that does pays you 10% a year, and then the price of that you paid hundreds of thousands, and now the price of that is in the toilet. And it was a terrible way to manage money because you didn't diversify. You didn't have that skill set that you said you have. If you had, you would have done something quite a bit different, right? Horde took a completely original approach, and they basically turned themselves into a stable coin and use this LMS service where they have the liquidity management service where they're doing different stuff with the liquidity, plus they got the bot. Not to mention they have a bot that made freaking over 1% a day all last month, and if the bot's doing that on their treasury, well, it's pretty easy for them to pay us 1%, isn't it? So that's pretty nice. Anyway, what do we get today? We got this new thing called the Uber plot. The secret on the Horde dApp has been unlocked. Introducing the Uber plot. What is the Uber plot? Well, instead of the max plot, which paid out 300 days before, this one goes for 333 days, still 1%. A 50 Horde ROI return, and it only costs 15 Horde to get that thing completely up and running. So nothing wrong with that. Here someone made their first Uber plot, and did they give us what their name was for it? They just called it Uber plot. It's Buffy Steakhouse. She created that's just her first plot. She's not. Here we go. My Uber driver is the name of this guy's Uber plot. Just created my first Uber plot. Hands down the dopest NFT on the market. Not to mention it pays me 1% daily for 333 days. Oh yeah. I agree, man. This is a freaking killer protocol. They've been doing nothing but pumping it out. Let's go have a look at my account. I got a couple accounts, a couple different wallets, but we'll take a look at this one here because I have some to claim. But if we come in to create a plot, this is where you'll see the new plot, 15 Horde right here. Gonna probably have to get me one of those, so get that thing cranking. But today we will make us another Souls rune here, and what we'll need to do is first claim what we have available. So we'll just claim this Horde right here. I got 1.15 coming to me. I got 0.2 in my balance. That's all claimed. So we'll just grab a refresh. You always need to grab a refresh because it doesn't come over here. Yeah, it just show you it took the claim out of there, but it didn't populate over here, which is what you needed to do. So we're going to create a plot here today. We are doing a Souls rune. And the names I got so far, I got Zit, Pus, Tumor, Yuckmouth, Jewel, Lump, Freaky, and Saliva. So we're going to create, like I said, another Souls rune. And we'll call this guy Snot. And boom, there we go. It's that simple. I will get $1 a day for the next 200 days. So nothing wrong with that. And every time I do this, every time I compound, I'm just adding $1 a day to my passive income, right? So I will go ahead and grab this, 15 Horde one, and that will add $15 a day to my passive income. And it's really easy to for each one of these that look like this, I'm getting $10 a day, and for the one like this, I'm getting $5, and then for each one of these is $1 a day. That simple. So 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I'm just got myself to $30 a day on this account, and this one's gonna keep on compounding for a little while. Actually, if I put in that Souls, put in that big plot there, I'll probably withdraw for a little bit after that, grabbing this Uber plot. But I do want to get this account up to $100 a day, and that would dramatically help, because with a 30 here, adding that $15 a day would be super nice. And yeah, $100 a day allows you to get some other stuff done. Okay, let's move on from there. Loving Horde, loving LMS, loving the steady passive income. I love how stable it is. I would show you a chart, but you've all seen the chart. It's as boring as it gets, and that's what's exciting about it. Next up, coming at you from Avarice. I just love Avarice. Avarice has been doing great. We got two sides on this. Remember, this is like full auctions. You got a BNB side and a BUSD side. You can, you make yourself a second account on each one and refer yourself and do that type of thing. Or you could certainly use my buddy link and hand a little referral love over to me. Not mandatory. Anyway, they just burned here $5.3 million in AVC tokens. That was on the 18th. They had an AMA with Ooze involved. That's pretty cool. But this one is really big. BSC News is no joke. Everyone watches BSC News. Like, if you can get a AMA there and get like an interview there, that's as big as it gets on BSC, right? BSC News, they're legit. They ask real questions. They got great interviewers. They have a whole team of people, and they had Avarice, we'll be hosting an AMA with Avarice token, upcoming platform built on the BNB chain. I think that is huge that they did that, and there it is there. You can have a listen to it and all of that. They are currently up to 2,162 followers on Twitter. Let's go check out their Discord really quick, because they have these contests. They do these contests all the time. So then this last one, Avarice is giving away $250 each to 2 random buys on the BUSD side, and $250 each to 2 random buys on the BNB side of today's lobby. Pretty awesome, right? Oh, I don't want to take that away. I guess I already clicked that. So these guys have been great. They just keep doing stuff, and having all these contests keeps people in. It does like an EMP detonator type of thing, where it just keeps bringing people in. It will chase off a few people, but it'll bring in those few whales who can come in, and yeah, they get ridiculously rewarded, but they also are the ones bringing in all the liquidity. So there's that. Let's head over to the BU2. On this particular account, I got more on the BUSD side of things. So I've just been running it as normal, right? So yesterday I grabbed this one for $240, and here's what's cool. I did this stake. This stake cost me $250. So I put in $250 in what I put it in on the 6th day. On the 16th day, I pulled it all out but $10. So in 10 days, not bad, right? In 10 days on this one, I pretty much ROI'd all but $10. Freaking A, dude. You can't beat that. Horde is being right in at the beginning. But on all the other ones, I've been cleaning up just like that, right? So, you know, not on everyone because it depends on where you come in. So I've just been coming in and DCAing all the time because you never know what's going to happen exactly, right? So, like, let's take a look at the numbers here. So we have... the total deposits for today is only up to 11,500. But here, look for yesterday. I got 96 tokens for. Oh, I only put in $20 yesterday, and I did pretty good. I got 96 tokens for a total of 1,927 tokens. That's fantastic. Here I did $30. I got 2,700. $30, and I just been gonna be adding $20 or $30 every single day because. And putting them out for 30 days and just letting it go. And that's kind of how I let it run. Like the first run on every single thing, pretty much every other one of those, I'm rolling back in. Because on this BUSD side of things, if you roll your divs directly back in, you get a 10% bonus. That's pretty awesome, right? I mean, you can't really beat that. Now, a lot of times you're going to want to take that money, right? Of course. Like on that $200 one, I want to split that up into $30 a day. I don't want to put that all in one day. So, you don't always want to roll back in. Okay, there's that. Here, I'll show you. So when you collect a stake, like if you collect one of these, it says collect, you'll pop up with a little offer that says, hey, if you roll all your stake back into the auction, we'll give you a 10% bonus. And it's not like a 10% bonus later. Like if they give you $50 or if it's $100, when you roll it back in over here on the lobby, it will say $110 on your deposit, not the lower amount. That's pretty killer, right? I mean, it's like you see it directly here in cold hard cash. So yeah, I like that. I think that was a very good way to do it. And they should have done that on the BUSD side or on the BNB side, but it's already written. It is the way it is. You can't change that now. All right, let's go ahead and stake a few of these tokens. We've got 1,947 tokens. We're going to stake them out for 30 days. Let's go ahead and do that. And I've just been staking them all out for 30 days as of now. And once those finally hit, then I will have money every single day, when that starts rolling. And it'll be a little while from now, but pretty soon I'll have BNB every day and I'll have BUSD every single day coming at me from Avarice, just compounding, folding back in, rolling it up, scraping off the top, all that type of stuff. I love Avarice, one of the greatest platforms of the year. Does anyone do any of the buy and sellings? I haven't bought any of these stakes that you could buy from other people. I haven't done any of that. I haven't tried to sell any stakes. I've just simply been working the system as everyone else probably has. So anyway, there's all that. Let me know what you guys are doing on Avarice. If you're liking it, still putting into the BNB side. If you're still putting into the BUSD side, like what are you doing? What do you got going? What kind of percentages you're making? Any comments you'll leave me down below would be greatly appreciated. All right, moving on from there. I'll also hit Drip and Animal Farm. Drip's been freaking taking off, right? Up to 787. Nothing wrong with that. Not long ago, I had thrown a tweet out saying, hey, when do you guys think the bottom of this whole Drip is? And if you are buying Drip, when are you... if you are one of those who are waiting for the right entry on Drip, what price are you waiting for? I asked this at $5.16. And let's see who got it right. Let's see, Never from Luke might be right. $1 incoming and DCing every day, the eternal crypto optimist. So I think cryptoptimist. So I think that's probably the right answer. But personally, I stay away from BAC. Probably not the worst idea I had said. But, you know, for anyone who had gotten in and bought into this area, you know, you can take some profits now or put them into the faucet, get yourself cranking over there and do what you're going to do. You know how it works. Animal Farm is still waiting for all of the farms to deploy. To me, it's like, gosh, just deploy the farms, get this thing cranking, right? I mean, take the money, put it over there and at least do that part. Maybe you can leave the scratchies off. You can leave all the other stuff off, but like, getting the farm going, getting all of the pools running seems like that should be priority number one. But I'm not running the show, right? I'm just along for the ride, just like the rest of us. What am I doing? I'm just you know, in the piggy bank, I am compounding my ass off, and then in the piggy pin also the same thing, just kind of compounding everything until this. I don't want to sell any pigs, and I don't want to sell any dogs. I don't want to sell anything until this thing gets cranking again, and then we'll see what happens. And yeah, but right now, seeing some nice life breathe in, and it is kind of funny because like whenever there is a pump on drip, it can move up 10%, and the whole drip community is like, you know, instantly frothing zealots. I love it. I love that it gets like that, and you know, they're like, oh, it's going to $50, it's going to $100, and instantly they're like the you know, we just had a month of straight down, and they're like, the bear market killer drip, and I'm just like, yeah, drip is awesome, and it does, you know, have things that keep it away from the rest of the markets, but it is still paired to BNB, so you know, it's not like a horde type of situation, you know, but that's what you want. You want the price to go up, buy when it's really, really cheap, put it in the faucet, put it in wherever, put it in the garden, and crank away profits. So we just had someone sell a little bit down to 787. How far is this going to go? I imagine we're going to hit $10 next couple days with all the announcements, AMAs, and you know, still looking for the launch the damn farms. But you know, that's me. Okay, last but not least, let's head over to Prometheus. I got myself 2 accounts going here as well. After this whole new dividends distribution model got released, I started a second account and pretty much doubled my entire situation here, and been loving it. So the way this whole thing works, you buy yourself some temples. These temples pay you out a certain amount of pi every day. You can put that and put it into dPi, or you can put it into gPi, your dividends. And just by having these, you get a certain amount of tokens for the governance. You claim your tokens, you have them. Let's go ahead and get connected here. I have 20 GPHI in this account, gPi, and that gives you one set of dividends distributions. All the dividends that are coming out get distributed into 2 different models. This is why the price has done so well, because no one wants to give up their PHI. Any PHI you have, if you can burn it right now, you'll currently get 1.5 dPi. DPHI, which is huge because that's not going to be here forever, this burn burn mechanism, and you get way more, because if you don't do the burn forever, if you do like the temporary one, on my other account I have a whole bunch of these locked pi, but one of them I locked for 2 years. I'm not locking any more for 2 years. I'm burning them all as long as it's available, because when you lock them for 2 years, you still only get 1 DPHI. Here you get 1.5. That's going to be big. So I have 20 GPHI over on this side. So what'll happen, they'll release the next payment, which is going to be like $27,000. It's going to happen the next day or 2. Half of that will go to it'll all go here, but then half it will go into this pool, half it will go into this pool, and depending what you've locked up, this is where you lock your dividends that you are paid out, right? This is where you lock your emissions, and you can go sell them on the open market, or you can lock them here and earn from this forever. Last month, every one that you locked up, you pretty much got $1, and they were $1 at the time. So it was like 1 for 1, pure profit return if you had put in at, bought at the right time, put in at the right time. Most of us have been in this protocol for a good long time, and so we had ours built up and put them in that way. Anyway, some of that probably doesn't make sense, but so they'll give us this next big lump payment, right? And on this next lump payment, when we get like $27,000, it'll come in. Half of it will go here, half of it will go here, depending on what you have locked up. You will have a bunch of money just sitting here waiting for you, and you'll claim it all. And so that's why the price has been doing such amazing things, because people need to lock up their PHI. And there's a 50% sales tax when you want to sell this at any other way. I mean, look at that chart. That is a beautiful chart, not coming from up here, but what we have done since. This is where the dividend distribution model came out, right in here somewhere. And someone bought it all up. I was in here trying to buy and ended up buying a bunch right here because I knew I'd missed the boat. I knew it was going to do something like this. And I was like, I could kick myself for not hitting the 85 or buy a bunch at $1. That's what I did. I got a bunch at like $1.30, and just got myself cranking. And I should be, anyway, the ROI on this is ridiculous, because I'm probably going to have everything that I put in, I'll probably get back with this next payment model. And so everything that has been, and I mean everything that I put in the dividend distribution model, everything I put in, I generally get all that back within the one payment. It's pretty crazy. Check out my other videos on Prometheus and to find out all the amazing shit that they got going on. But that's about a 20-minute something video. That's where we like to leave them, or else no one will watch them. And next time we'll check out Furio. We'll get on Ooze. We'll do Dex Finance and hit a bunch of the other Tomb. We'll do some other ones that we hadn't do today. Maybe Repay, and got a lot of good stuff going. A lot of major pumps, man. We made a lot of money in that Furio up, got in at $3, all at $10. Same with Ooze. We all got in at like 3 something, and now it's up at 5 something. Beautiful wins, and we're looking for a lot more of those. And we'll see what happens as far as the pal and his cronies pumping money into the market. Anyway, catch you tomorrow or the next day, and see you then. Keep your head up. Hope you got lots of profits falling in your lap. Crypto music. I'm out.